Hello brew tubers and welcome to an extra special episode. It is my little hop picking party and I have here the amazing Janice and other guests and friends as well there's one outside for hop picking and brewing. So IPA, doing the English IPA out of the Bible, but with a slight difference. The last hop additions will be green hops. So I've got Bramling Cross and Fuggles, which will be going into this IPA. Using Challenger hops for the bittering additions at the start, because also we know the alpha acids, and then just aroma hop the hell out of it with green hops, which we'll be picking in a bit. Hooray! So yes, we better get on to the mashing thing. And then we'll do some hop picking, and then we'll do other stuff, so it's all very exciting. Ooh, telephone. So I've sent the boys off to go and pick some Bramling Cross hops. So I'm going to start the mashing. Grain bill is 5.8 kilos of pale malt. I'm going to be using the old Warminster Marisotta. So 5.8 kilos of that, and then 145 grams of crystal malt. So quite simple grain bill. Yes, let's go add that to the Bulldog Brewer. Fine. So 145 grams of crystal malt. Lovely, give that a good stir. That's the last 1.8 kilos of pale malt going in. I've put the rest in, a couple of bits of rice hull as well, just to help with the mashing process.
Romeo and Jomeo.
Quiet you. Right, so we are mashing now. 65 degrees Celsius. Give it an hour and a bit. Yeah, whatever. Yum. So that's 5.8 kilos of Marisotta pale malt and 145 grams of crystal malt. And some rice hulls to help with things.
Oh, now I need to wee.
It smells delicious.
Delish. So there are the Bramling Cross. 333 grams, and then these are our wild hops from Radley in Oxfordshire way.
Be random.
Random wild hops, which will be going into my wild hop beer tomorrow. And there are our happy hop pickers. Say hello, happy hop pickers.
Hola. Buenos dias.
Yes, cheap foreign labour. And there's lovely hops. See. Yes.
I am from Barcelona.
It's Georgia.
Oh, good. I shall
You
whip
get
them.
us green car, mister?
Not softer.
So we've managed to get 1.3 kilos of Fuggles in the first year. So thank you to our little hop pickers there. Thank you, hop pickers.
Gracias.
De nada.
They've earned a beer.
One. Hey.
Yes, one beer. Work hard if you want a second. Hey. All the lovely wild hops from Radley.
That sounds like it could be.
Stargeroonie time! Lefty lighty.
You mean switch the fist? I mean light on.
You've met my friend Fizz, haven't you?
Yeah.
Chinese lad, Fizz Ting.
Yeah, fizz ting.
Right, it's the start of the boil. In go 57 grams of Challenger hop.
Did you say fisting 7 grams?
No, 57. 57 grams of Challenger hops have gone in. Last 15 minutes, one Proto Flock tablet goes in. So first green hop addition, 230 grams of Fuggles.
Yum yum.
Going in there. Sort of going in there. Perfect. Take a look in there, camera. Right. Then Bramling Cross, 333 grams of.
Whoa. Look at that.
I wish I hadn't done this now.
Yeah, to be fair, he turned up in excellent condition in pre-season. I think that's always a start point, and obviously very determined to
It's always nice to see someone making something by hand.
Yes, quite literally.
in every sense.
I have no idea what's happening. This is quite exciting. It's like an explorer, an adventure into the unknown. You know, where is this going to happen? What's going to happen? What's, you know? Will we all fly past the cosmos and end up dying in little
Dr.
rainbow?
Spivingston, I presume.
I'll give these about 5 minutes once I put them all in. It's going to be very green.
As one would hope hops would be, being a plant.
Right. That's all hops in there. Oh my god. Right, let's
All gone!
oh, bubble, 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 bubble.
It's actually a drinking game.
Right, we've removed the green hops and squeezed as many juices as we can out of them. Yeah, just let's start cooling down. So that is the end of Brew Day, Brew Tubers. The first of my green hopped beers. How exciting! Ooh, got a fly. Yeah, so that's the first green hop beer, Green Dragon IPA. Using SO4, good solid British ale yeast, English ale yeast. So that's already been chucked in the leaf fermenter. The grain valve has been set to the ale profile, and I'll leave it be for a couple of days. All good. So ended up on the hydrometer 1065. The book says should have got 1060, so a bit over, which is good. And yeah, I think there's 56 grams of Challenger hops at the start of the boil, 333 grams of Bramling Cross wet hops, green hops, on the last 5-10 minutes, and I think it's about 230 grams of Fuggles as at the same time as the Bramling Cross, so it's what, 560 grams of wet hops in the last 5 minutes. So a good solid amount, but obviously you've got to times the number of hops we're using by 8 compared to dried hops because of the water content of the hops. So, in terms of how much we've picked today, 1.3 kilograms of Fuggle from the Fuggle plant outside the shed. In the first year, that seems an awful lot of hops. Yeah, 1.3 kilograms. Really pleased with that. Bramling Cross only 333 grams, so that's not done so well. And we've got 915 grams of wild hops from Radley in Oxfordshire, just south of Oxford. So yeah, I'll do a wild hopped beer tomorrow, some sort of pale ale. I'll use the rest of my Marisotto because I haven't got much of that left, and top it up with some extra pale malt, lager malt. And yes, use the wild hops, which should be quite interesting. I'll use a bit of Chinook or something, something with high alpha acids, just for general bittering hops. And yeah, chuck a good proportion of them in, about 500 grams of wild hops, see what I get, you never know. Yes, that'll be tomorrow's little job. Yeah, so yes, now it's just time to entertain the troops, who very kindly helped me with the hop picking, so thank you Chris and Matthew. And yes, I shall feed them with beer and burgers and booze and other things beginning with B. And yes, we'll leave it at that. So thank you very much for watching, and yes, I shall let you know how my green hop beer goes. Bye!